Sony has quite a few really good TVs you can buy this year, but if you want to do any gaming, this is the one you're going to want to look at. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison, and today we're taking a look at the Sony X900H, also known as the X90H in Europe, which oddly enough is what's printed on this box. I really hope I don't open this and find a UK power cord in there. Anyway, Sony's not really doing the HDMI 2.1 thing this year. They have eARC in some of their models, but if you want variable refresh rate and sort of auto low latency mode, this is the TV you want to look at. So we're going to go a little gaming heavy with this particular TV, but as always, it's a Sony. So I want to see how that processing looks on this TV and also kind of compare it to what we saw from its OLED. Let's do it. Here's everything that comes in the box. Not a ton, which I like. You've got a setup guide and some product literature, cable management clips, power cord, batteries. These are spacers for wall mounting, which I don't need. Sony's remote, which looks like Sony's remote. And then 2 legs, no screws though, so I think this is gonna be a pretty quick setup. And other than that, I'm wondering where are the breakout cables for composite or component video? I wonder if they were left out or if you just don't get them anymore. According to Sony's setup guide, SB1 goes on the right if you're facing the back of the TV, SB2 for the left. Why they couldn't just use R and L, I don't know, but hey, that goes in nice and easy. While we're down here, let's just look at the connections. There's 4 HDMI inputs. Number 3 is ARC. Odd that it's not EARC on the label. I presume this is where we would want to plug in a gaming console. We'll find out on the full review. So far, so good. This thing is absolutely like encased in plastic, so have fun taking all that off. Not a huge fan of the cable management. You just get those clips, and even with them, it's a little high off the entertainment stand, so you might see that stuff. Not a deal breaker, just keep that in mind. I want to talk about features and price, but first, let's dig into Android TV. As you know, Sony uses Android TV, so I expect the usual Android TV situation. What? This is different. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and update and come right back. Well, here we are, I guess. I mean, there was no Android TV setup wizard, which I'm used to doing. Didn't ask for permissions, privacy approvals, none of that. Didn't ask me to sign in to Google, which it normally does. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna ask Sony if that's odd. But here we are, and Android TV. It is mostly responsive so far. You guys know that I get really upset when it can't keep up with me. But yeah, you know, the TV's looking pretty good. We saw some pretty decent screen uniformity, so that's a really great start. So let's go ahead and pop into settings and check out the default picture mode, which I expect to be set to standard, and it is. Whoa, no, it went straight to custom. Interesting. Well, this is not at all what I'm used to dealing with Android TV, so I'm definitely gonna circle back with Sony. I do recall them telling me that it had the latest version, but I still don't understand why we didn't see a setup wizard. At any rate, let's take a look at some content. So here we're rolling on content that Sony provided. This is actually produced by Jacob and Katie Schwartz. You can find it on YouTube, but they've licensed it for their own use and put their own little bug up there. Pop into the settings and we've reverted to standard mode when I started watching content. So I think as we go through this, what we're gonna find is that we're gonna have to go and change the picture settings for each input that we go into. I'm gonna pop into picture settings now and just check out the motion, which is what I always do. Motion flow is what we want to look at, and right now it's set to custom, which I found with Sony is not bad. It doesn't have the soap opera effect to the degree that I've seen on other TVs, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it off so that we can get started with our review. And man, I gotta say, first impressions of the picture quality, not bad. I'm going to want to put some stress tests on it and see just how well it stacks up, but you know, just turning the TV on and watching content, I like what I'm seeing so far. There are a few things I want to iron out with Sony. One was, is that a normal Android TV experience now? I also want to find out if the firmware update that enables this TV to do EARC, variable refresh rate, auto low latency mode, and all that good HDMI 2.1 stuff has actually been deployed, so we'll definitely verify that. I'm I'm looking forward to doing gaming on this TV and making a comparison to the Samsung Q90T, even though there's a really big price disparity there, which is what I want to get to next. $1,400 for a 65-inch TV with those features is not bad. And while it does not have Sony's X1 Ultimate or X1 Extreme even processor, it does have the standard Sony X1 4K processor, which is great. We're gonna see just how great it is as we get through the main review. But like I said earlier, I'm liking the way this looks right out of the box in custom mode, especially for a $1,400 TV at 65 inches. Seems like this TV is gonna do really well. Thanks so much, everybody, as always, for watching. What do you think of this TV? If a Sony wasn't on your radar before, is it on it now? Leave me a comment down below. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, visit digitaltrends.com for the latest tech news and reviews.